Am I being targeted? It seems like I was the only one getting tickets for busking here in Newport. Thank you. You guys have a great day. Of course. His name is Snowball. He's only 1 year old. Yeah.
I have one white too, but very, very small.
He's only a year. He's gonna get a 170 when he's done. He's about 100 now.
How old is he?
1 year.
Oh my. 1 year. 1 year old. Hi, baby. Hello. See you later.
Thank you. You guys have a great day. There's a kid down the way over there who's been selling water for the last couple of days. Yesterday and today at least. It's just amazing to say, am I the only one getting tickets while busking here in Newport? It's a retaliation. Or is it a conspiracy? Stop. That makes sense. Busking in Newport. Respected profession. Or a reason for revenue collection. America says it's a respected profession. Not a reason for police to have revenue collection. Welcome to Newport, guys. Like, share, subscribe, comment for future content. I usually only put the camera on the police, but if you guys had any suggestions on any films or content that you'd like to see me make, I'm open for suggestions. Newport busking, is it a respected profession or a reason for police revenue collection? Newport busking, respected profession or a reason for police revenue collection. Just got here. Usually try to wait till it's not so hot outside. Not too many shady places for snowball to stay cool. You know, whoever's watching along, leave a comment if I know you. It's funny because it's my haters that makes me famous. I'm trying to analyze how to get me. Busking, a respected profession or a reason for Newport to have revenue collection. Is it discrimination if Newport police don't let disabled people do their job? Self-employed? And Trump says I don't even have to pay taxes on my tips anymore. comments, and for the right price, I might do dumb shit. Busking, a respected profession or a reason for Newport police to have revenue collection? Am I blocking the sidewalk? Or is I being discriminated against because of previous charges brought against them in retaliation? If you're gonna follow, I'll keep the camera on. I just need to make sure I have a little bit of messing. I'm all right now. I do appreciate you though. Yeah. I'm surprised you don't grab a cardboard box and a garbage bag and put some ice in it from one of these hotels.
Yeah.
And you have cold water, It is what it is.
All right, see you later.
Yep. You have a good day. All right. I know. No, we're not playing. Come on. Come back this way. Come back to please. Thank you. No. Yep, his name is Snowball. He's only 1 year old. Yes,
Great
sir.
Pyrenees, right?
Yes, sir.
Hi, Snowball. Oh, yes, you're very friendly. You're very friendly. What a good boy.
Very pretty.
Thank you.
No, thank you guys. You have a great day. Right on back. His name is Snowball. He's only 1 year old.
Oh, really?
Yes, ma'am. I don't know who's watching along, but if that guy's watching along, it always helps. Some of the best things in life are free. Me and my lucky hat. Comments on. Newport police busking their reason for revenue collection, or is it a respected profession? I feel like the three people watching are waiting for Karen to come by. You know she's coming. Truthfully, I don't get that much disrespect. Sometimes people genuinely are curious of my situation. Don't do that. The real question is, are the police revenue collecting, or is busking a respected profession? Do I have rights when I go to court without a lawyer? Real question. Is busking a respected profession? Do the police have the right for revenue collection? We know they don't have the right, but if they don't like the law, change it. How could you train a service animal to be off leash in public if the police are going to give you tickets for having a dog off leash and keep saying that it couldn't be a service animal if it wasn't trained? How are you guys? You're welcome to say hi. His name is Snowball. He's only 8 years old. Service animal proof required by law? None. Who could train a service animal? Anybody. In fact, when you read the law, it says even somebody with mental handicaps can train a service animal in public without a leash. They revised the law in 2017 to make it simpler for the police to understand that they had no right to ask in the first place. All dogs have the right to be in the free world unless they don't act proper, just like a kid. Anybody can train the dog. You don't even have to be disabled to train a service animal. Anybody can train a service animal. And until you're confident that you can have your service animal off leash in public, you're supposed to have a sign that says service animal in training on your dog. So everybody can have a service animal in training on their dog and be welcome in all places in public. The police are breaking the law by discriminating against people instead of giving them a ticket if something goes wrong, whereas the dog causes a problem that's uncorrectable and needs to be paid for. Are the police revenue collecting, or is busking a respected American profession? Busking. Is it a legal profession or a reason for Newport police to have revenue collection?
This is the hotel we've stayed at a couple times.
We're all doing it. Am I the only one getting a ticket? Busking.
That doesn't seem like a good
I wasn't getting tickets until they realized I was here in town and I was the guy. I sat here on notice for about 2 months while the police that walked by here every day seen me, know my name, made sure I had something to drink when I was thirsty. And then the police that are cronies and friends with the ones that have lawsuits against. I knew I was here, I started getting tickets. Coincidence? Before I was recording all this, they kept saying it was a conspiracy and I might be crazy. So I started recording it and winning lawsuits. Beautiful day in Newport to be busking. I've had better jobs. Not as many paid as good.
But I just for my own accord, I have a microphone.
I've actually been biking for it. I was supposed to run 20, but so I'm a month-ish out from Berlin.
How are you guys today? I'll be back with you in a minute. I'm trying to get my smoke back on. Rolling doobie after doobie. Rocket through the dumbass mist.
Growls at you?
Yeah, he'll stare you straight in the face.
right back in the next episode. How are you? Busking for billions. Police training. How can I practice if I'm not allowed in public? All right, I'm back. I got a bunch of people talking shit. Oh, it's that guy. Oh, it does, right? Explain how. And you gotta type slow because I do have I'm kind of retarded when it comes to reading between my eye and not trying. I didn't think I found a loophole I could sue people for. I started suing people and it worked. And it took a long time to get it to work, asshole. I mean, no disrespect. You have poked me a lot though. I'm disabled. I've gotten many doctor's notes. And anybody can train a service animal. I've been to many lawyers and many courtrooms, and the judge had the right to ask his questions, and he did. And they all believe my service animal is real. The only thing that's fake is your expectation of what people should be doing when they're in public with a dog. What training? The dog is with me every hour of the day, its whole life. The training is the actual man hours that it's spent doing its job, reinforcing how it's supposed to do its job. How do you get trained? Not on the job? Why can't I? When you read the ADA, it says even somebody with a mental handicap can train their own service animal. So what handicap makes it so I can't train my service animal? If you read the ADA, it says anybody can train their own service animal. It doesn't require a professional. That's the facts. All you have to do is put service animal in training vest on your dog if you don't think your dog is going to act the way you perceive your service animal should be acting in public. But there's no expectation. As long as the dog doesn't cause any damages, the dog has every right to be in public. And if it causes any damages, they're supposed to write me a ticket. And when I go to court, I get held accountable for it. It's $150. Them asking me for papers is supposed to be a felony discrimination violation where they can do up to 2 years, and these police aren't enforcing the law. Has to say, why is it backwards? It's because the police won't enforce the law. Anyone can claim their dog is a service animal. You're right. That is true. Go read the law. Everybody has the right to train a dog in public. Everybody has the right to train their dog off of a leash in public. This is fucking America, bro. What are you thinking? If your dog does something wrong, you are responsible. And as you try, you'll get better, just like any other fucking job in the world. This is my third service animal. Well, what did I do wrong? None of them have ever done anything wrong.
I don't know anything about this.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you don't like the law, you should go to your government and change it. Don't berate the people that are following it. The law says I don't need to have a vest. The law says I don't need to have papers. The law says nobody has the right to ask for them. There's nothing I'm doing wrong except for standing up for myself and actually doing it in a place and a time where nobody else has a voice in my position. And to say I don't look blind. Thank you, ma'am. You are awesome. I do appreciate you. Here, let me put that in my pocket. Sounds more like the blind trying to lead the retarded or mentally handicapped or just really slow people because they're thinking they have the right to tell people they can't do something because they can't try themselves or they haven't. So they perceive they're not allowed to. Stop. If you doubt I'm right, you Google it. And Google is not just saying it out of their ass. They're quoting the fucking law, man. I need to quit swearing to get me going. They're quoting the Black Law Dictionary. They're not stating it like it's some fictionary thing. They'll state the law. And also, if you ask the question wrong, they're going to tell you where you can buy these papers. But they'll also tell you that you don't have to. And those papers have no legal standing and nobody has the right to ask for them. Anybody can go buy those papers anywhere. How can you show me whether or not those papers came from an actual trainer? There's no certification for trainers in this country. You're asking for a fictional thing that doesn't exist. I could see if you're telling me to go to a place where I can pay for a license after I take a test, and then I can start training, but there's not a place. So that means nobody's qualified, or the whole world is qualified like the law says. When you read it, it says even people with mental handicaps are eligible to train their own service animal. I don't know what kind of standard you think there is when the federal law states people with mental handicaps can train their own dog. Like I said, bro, I'm sorry. My whole life, been arrested 50 times. I've never been convicted of a crime. But I'll tell you, if you don't like the fucking law, change it, okay? That's what they told me my whole life, the letter of the law. And every time they arrested me to what they called the letter of the law and I got released, they never paid me for my time. The letter of the law. If you don't like the law, change it. Go to your government and tell them you don't think that I should have the right to walk my dog in public. Black's Law Dictionary is a law. All right, and women that have penises are women. And the dictionary has no factual meaning, and words are just farts that came out of your face to make you sound better, or at least you thought you sounded better. Think about it. The words have no meaning. You're just spewing shit out of your face. Show me the law that you're quoting. It's Section 2, Part B of the ADA, federal law. It's clear. It's real simple. It says you have the right to do two things, and other than that, you all have the right to fuck off. And when you're not fucking off, it's called discrimination. You don't have the right to bother people. And what law states dogs aren't allowed in public then? What law are you quoting? You're not. It's not a law. The only reason the police are enforcing it is because they're being called and they're under the infatuatious lie that they're able to discriminate people without a reasonable explanation. You can't tell people they're not allowed in public without a reasonable explanation. That's the only reason you get this idea, is because they've been committing treason felony for so long in so many different examples, not just a service animal, that you think it's okay. They show up and just because you can't articulate yourself, you're never allowed in that McDonald's again? Get the fuck out of here, man. They can't criminally trespass you if you didn't commit a crime. This is what it's getting down to. You're saying that they have the right to commit felony treason. And if you don't like the law, you need to change it. Yeah, the concept that if you don't like the law, you should change it, man. If I was doing something wrong, I wouldn't have won all these lawsuits. I wouldn't be working on buying property and changing my life. I wouldn't be waiting for the next settlement.
So you want it? I'm gonna buy
What does this say? The lights in the fucking thing. Untrained. You have no right to ask whether or not any of those things are based on your perception. What perceives you? What right do you have to perceive this dog is not trained, unless it's done something to question its ability, which it never has. Its ability has never been in question, or only people's ability to leave me alone. Who said I'm even homeless? That's just what everybody else is saying I am. I am only who you say I am. I've never spoke on myself. I think it's more like guns reporting. And if you have any education to understand, I'm putting myself in a position to show the public what type of discrimination is happening from more than one point of view. So the people that are really at fault could be corrected, because this is the only way to correct our government is to audit them.
There's a difference, like a like a peg.
Real basic robos and police to police because it's your job. Yeah, the definition of refusing or fixing something that your tax dollars pay for because you're the one paying for it and nobody else is responsible for changing it. If your tax dollars are paying for something that's affecting you negatively, it's your responsibility to audit and show all of your community what they're paying for that's affecting you negatively. That's your right as an American. That's your real true right. If you're not going to stand for your rights, you might as well go and be proud to, I don't know, be from whatever country you came from. Like that, to turn on the camera and show the government officials what you're paying for that you don't want to because your constitutional rights say you don't have to. Yeah, we can agree to disagree, but we all see in history all that does is leave it to our children. Thank God for reality. Where when litigations happens in that one, we'll definitely be going public. And if that was the case, why is my dog going to court every time after that? And I'm being apologized to. And I'd show you, but the judge is still trying to hide something because in every court case, they've decided that if a person wants to go public with their private matters, the judge is supposed to go with that. And if they're not, it's because they have something to hide. And that's what was said by Supreme Court in this case. So I didn't know whatever that number is. What is it? After litigations, I'm not supposed to speak on certain matters. The matters that I'm allowed to speak on, about 5 years ago, after the matters were settled, I did go public with them, and you can see videos of the closure. As to say, after I settled, because I'm on disability, I'm not allowed to have more than $2,000 in my banking account for more than a couple months, or else I'll stifle my check. So after that, you can see where We went on vacation for a month, spent 2 weeks in Universal Studios and a couple weeks in the Keys and playing around Daytona Beach. I made videos all about it, to show how litigations benefited my life, even though it didn't make change in society. Besides, I'm not making these videos for clout. I'm pointing the camera at clowns because I want the world to see these clowns. And at a certain point, I started losing. Can we stop? They're not playing. Stop. Go back and lay down. Oh, you can look me up. I've got over 50 cases and I've never been convicted of a crime. In fact, two of my cases actually is used in case law to, one of them was used in case law to change the laws for medical cannabis in the state of Rhode Island. So in the state of Rhode Island, while they were legalizing cannabis, they had to use my name versus to justify and reasoning for cannabis to be used for medical purposes. And to say, some people fight with a sign. I fought with my life because if they proved me guilty, I would have stayed in jail for I think 20 years. I did that without a lawyer. Never bought a lawyer. There's another time where they use my name in case law, but I'd rather not speak on that one. If you did your own research, you'd probably find it humorous. Yeah, I'll beat all those tickets for blocking the sidewalk. Look, I'm still blocking it. They just got tired of giving me tickets. Like I said, you can look up my court cases, all of them. Run a check on me. You can see I ran all around the country. Outlawed all around the country. Not allowed to go back. Yeah, great. Like I said, go run my name, check my papers. Like I said, I'm only who you say I am. So, I mean, you better check the papers. not sure what that means. Actually, if you read the ADA, it exempts service animals from leash laws, because if I needed to do something where my hands needed to be free, I should be able to let go of the leash. You know, in all retardation, you're only speaking out of your own heart and hatred. There's no facts or to back up anything. Like if you were saying, hey, if you look at this page of the ADA, you know, then like it would be less hateful and you would have to not speak anymore. But again, definitely the dog's a year old and it knows it's not on a leash. What kind of training do you want? Can you do that? At a year old, did you do that? Most parents can't even do that. But you were allowed in public.
Night of September 10th. Starts chasing down the wire. Hey!
I don't have to prove nothing to you. That's the point. I don't have to. He's a freaking year old. He can't get excited when his friends come by. Now he's mad that he kept walking, see? That guy usually brings him treats. Come on, stop. All right. We're not going to play, stop. Stop. All right, that's enough. Hey, I said that's enough. Go back to place. He's not coming back, no matter how much you call him. Stop. He's gone already. That's crazy. Did you read the ADA? Because it says training is 3 months, usually. And it happens in the first year, before he's a year old. But I know. You're speaking out of hate and not because you read anything. Again.
Baby? What are you, baby?
He's a Great Pyrenees. He's only 1 year old. Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you.
Hello, dear. Hello, dear, honey. You're going to have some nice dinner tonight, okay?
You know it. Yes, ma'am.
Is it good?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Is it the boy now? What's your name?
Oh, you know, it's Snowball.
You know, Bernice, Mom, the color of the coat.
He's about 100 now. They usually top out about 170. Thank you.
Love you.
He wants to hide back in the shade. Admit what? Anybody could train a dog. The expectation is way lower than you think. You should go read the book yourself. maybe you'll get a dog. That's literally what happened. It pissed me off so much I went and read the book myself and realized they're fucking lying so bad. If you don't like the law, change it. Oh, you're from the ADA? Oh, that's cool. Tell me again how there's no place to register trainers and they're the only ones that can train animals. Explain that again. There's no place to register to be a trainer and they're the only ones that can be trained. Or are they just using the ADA as a name for their business and you're fooled? Or you're a fool. Or you're playing a fool.
I want to make sure that
Gotta do that so I can see the.
Or you could do that as much
I'm not wrong about anything. You should read the book. Everybody has the right to train a dog. All they have to do is put an in training sign on their dog if they don't think their dog is fully trained. The ADA. Yeah, it's pretty thick. It's a book. Federal laws and guidelines based on service animals and how people with disabilities should be treated in both the workplace and in public. Yeah, the ADA is federal law, which trumps any state law, in your opinion. The place in the ADA that pertains to service animals is Section 2, Part B. Section 2 is the ADA pertaining part. Part B is the part that tells the public what they have the right to say or do with service animals. And then the Part B, going further into it, is fully explaining different examples of how if a business is talking to me about my service animal and somebody else goes up and pets my dog, that's considered a felony and discrimination because they're using an example to distract my dog as an example of my animal not maintaining, as to say it's illegal to distract a service animal. And then going on further to read, it's illegal to distract a service animal. It goes into fine details to say most of what's going on now that I'm documenting is felonies. And it's just not acknowledged. I'm not saying right or wrong, and if you don't like the law, please change it. I know there's case law, but I don't know what the numbers are. I don't even know what years they were fully. The most important case law would be 2017, after the Beck football player case, when they proved the dog had a soul, equal to us under God, could no longer be discriminated against. It's an original. It had the tour date on it. I thank God every day for reality. Oh, that's the 80s. They haven't come around to bother me yet. I don't think I have any cases with the state police.
My boy Manifest.
Yeah, that's like a lot.
That's sad. Like, share, subscribe. Definitely comment for future content. I'd be interested to see if you had any content you'd like to see me create. Holy black smoke. 10-9 roll of doobie, what happened to it? Oh, I smoked it. That sucks.
Oh, did you buy one? I bought one.
You know, if you're still there, I have the most important answer for all of your questions. It's only 4 letters. It's love. Most people get monetized as a creator after 2,000 subscribers. I got 7,000. If you guys watch long enough, they'll start paying me. Thank you, ma'am. You also. Oh, that's good. Is this like a love-hate relationship? I know you're watching it like you would watch the Speedway. Just waiting for a crash. Honestly, if you're willing to articulate a real conversation and come to a real conclusion, that's the type of people that I want to argue with. But if you want to fight about it, bro, I'm tired. I'm old. I know if you go look for yourself, you'll see you come to some same conclusion. And not just with these laws, but with all the laws that you've been beaten up with your whole fucking life. And then to really get into breaking it down, you'll start to think I'm crazy because it all goes all the way back to the British double cross. By definition, look it up. They introduced interest to the bank and bought out all your shit all over the world until told everybody that it was each other's fault, and they're still doing it. And the very definition of double cross is the British flag has two crosses, and every flag after the double cross started is a recognition to say that they're working under the British banking system, which now introduced interest to the banking. Has to say we made a deal, but if you don't pay fast enough, I'm taking all your shit. And trust me, I wrote the contract to make sure you can't pay fast enough.
And I showed you the picture of it.
I only got one like though. Come on, one thumbs up, that's it. What do I got to streak down the street to get a thumbs up? For the right donations, I might do dumb shit. Comment. One of those here, hold my beer moments.
But you know, there's like, it's just when people like, when ask you a question, they kind of are just like, looking at you like,
I'm just explaining the history of it, where it comes from. When, what was it, 1913 on Christmas Eve, came in, fucking stole the White House, and the president's not in the White House, he's standing outside the White House. Everybody thinks it's an insurrection. They don't realize the president's not in the building, or they're not recognizing the president's not in the building because the building was taken over by the Queen. That's why the guy that's not by the Queen, even though he's from the blood of the Queen, isn't staying in the house, has a symbolism. But still, you can't fight the idea that they're both sides are still the same party, the winning party, the rich party, and you're the losing party, the poor party. Even though they got you thinking the red and blue party like it matters. There's the rich party and the poor party. And the poor party got teams. So they can get the rich party got teams so they get the poor people on the teams against each other. So they don't go against the actual party that needs to lose. British insurrection. The double cross. It's the definition of a double cross. Where two crosses are on a flag. It stands to represent that they're working for the British banking system and they're no longer working for the church, and the 10% no